Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's gonna be another episode fire review. Yes, I'm a little late, a week late, but it don't really matter. I'm just gonna do it out, put it out there anyway. Get to episode 6 and put that out there too. I'm gonna go bam, bam, boom. So, yeah, basically this episode, it was good. We basically figure out what happens, like why this is all happening now. So we all know what's going on now. I don't feel confused. It could have just said this a long time. Oh, I guess it was good to keep like this, but I don't know. It was a good episode though. But basically, we left off with him not knowing anything. He wanted to know what's going on, and he's just wondering what was going on because everyone kept dying, and then he had to getting interrogated by the police because he was, by 2 deaths so far, or he was on the phone with that girl at the time when she died. So it's just they were trying to figure out what's going on. So they were just investigating him, and while they're investigating him, apparently his class ends up leaving and do a meeting to talk about something. And so when he came back out of the whole investigation, asking him all these questions, he ended up noticing the classmate. No one's there in the classroom, and then the teacher's like, "Oh, you're dismissed." Not to mention also one of the teachers is like sick right now, and they're all kind of concerned because this whole curse thing that's going on, and each month someone dies. It's just people are just kind of unedged. So he was just walking. He was to walk home, and he wanted to walk home with some people. One of the characters named Thabreakmasta, but don't remember him because you're not gonna remember him anyway. So as he's walking home, going home and stuff from school, he still wanted to know what's going on, and Thabreakmasta put it up to himself to be like, you know what? It's wrong that the students are just doing this to you, not telling you anything. If you knew something, you can do something. So he was gonna tell him, and then Sakagabari is like, yes, you can tell me. So what's going on with does Misaki exist? So he's like, Misaki is, and then he ends up dying with a heart attack. Like it's like freaking Kira killed him right when he was about to say that. It's like, you're not gonna say it. Like Mikami's like, oh, die, and he just freaking had a heart attack. I'm like, what the heck? Like, come on. He just dies right there, not gonna tell him anything. And it was like so inconvenient. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. But so now he's dead. He still doesn't know what's going on. And then the whole meeting, what was going on with the meeting, from the school and stuff. Apparently, he is getting ignored. That's why the title says ignored, because he's getting ignored right now by the whole class. The teacher's ignoring him. Everybody's ignoring him in class 3. So no one's giving him any attention. He's all tapping this dude. He's like, hey man, what's going on? And the guy didn't even move or anything. He's just like, everyone's ignoring him. And then when he tried to talk to his friends, because he does talk to people in school, he tried to talk to his friends, and his friends got up and left. And then he ended up seeing his other dude that he usually calls, and he ends up saying sorry, but he ends up leaving as well. And he can't talk to anyone. So he's like, what's going on? And he ends up about to leave from school, ends up picking the top of his desk up. He ends up seeing this note, and he's like, huh. So he ends up the note was about Misaki. Misaki wanted him to come visit her, and so he ends up going to Misaki, and so Misaki starts actually telling him all this stuff, because basically they sit down, get a little drink or whatever they're drinking. I don't know what they're drinking, but apparently the reason why they say Misaki doesn't exist because she was in the same slew of the whole thing. Let me explain. Basically, the whole thing about this, because as you already know, everyone dies each month. Like someone in the class either related to the person in that class, or the person itself dies in that class. So we know that already. But what ties it all together is there's a certain number of people in the class that needs to be in there. If there's one extra, this what all starts the whole slew of killing, and they don't really know who the extra person is, because they aren't really sure what the class attendance because it's all like messed up. They don't have a good record of the class attendance being accurate, so they couldn't figure out who's extra student or not. And I thought it was gonna be Sakakibara that's extra student, but they're not really sure if it's him or not, because apparently there's a ghost or something, or some kind of figure that's there in that school that's part of that class, but they're not sure who's a part of that class because they can't tell. And the class record also shows that Misaki is cut off of there, which meaning she's not a part of the class, technically speaking. So they're trying to take off another number of persons. So they had to take off Sakakibara. So they try to get away from this curse, because they're trying to get a certain number of people not in that classroom, so that curse doesn't happen. Because if there's one extra person in that classroom, because we don't know who the extra person is, if there's an extra person in that classroom, this monthly death stuff keeps happening. So they had to ignore Sakakibara just like how they're actually ignoring Mai Misaki. So Mai Misaki does exist, but doesn't exist in Class 3 because they're ignoring her completely, shutting her away, just like they're doing with Sagakibara. So it's kind of crazy, and so they're trying to avoid this kind of catastrophe. And I don't know. I'm sure if it's really gonna do anything, but we're gonna have to see what's happening next episode. So he finally figures this all out, and he's like, "What the heck is this?" It's like this kind of bullying, but it's stupid. But at the same time, I guess it makes sense if they can avoid it somehow. They can, because when Mai Misaki actually got ignored, it's actually pretty recent. It happened in May, so it's like it really happened pretty fast, pretty recently. So it's just like it's kind of weird. So yeah, so they're trying to get away from that. And that's what the whole story is about. This. So let's see if anyone still dies. We didn't see anyone. Well, we saw freaking, what am I saying? It's Kakiabashi, whatever his name is, that died in this episode. So let's see if anyone else dies next episode, because maybe they're still in extra class, or maybe it's just too late to stop it, because 3 people died already. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the next episode is. Yeah, so leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode. What's your opinion on it? What do you think is gonna happen next? Do you think someone else is still gonna keep dying, or does this class get away from this whole curse thing? Like if you like this review, subscribe to my channel for some more reviews. Also, I have a blog. I'll leave a description below for the blog. It has another. We can talk about another just nice little discussion. Just talk about another the anime as a whole so far. Leave your opinions on there. Check it out. Check out my blog. I got some stuff on there. So yeah. And go to my Facebook fan page, because I got a Facebook fan page, and like that son of a gun, and leave comments. Yeah. So it's been the Thabreakmasta. I'm doing a little plug-in. I never did that before. So hey, it's been the Thabreakmasta. Until then, break out.